Hello everyone and welcome to the final part of Tomb Raider 3 on Xbox. I have a special guest. It is the person who's going to be in this video the entire time. Yep, Crystal Fisher. So...
I interrupted you. I didn't...
I know, it's fine. It's perfect. Anyway, I'm going to be doing an oil rig, obviously, but first of all, I want to go ahead and just get out of the way all the Tomb Raider 1 levels, because it's just going to get in the way. So, we'll start off the warehouse, the iconic level that everyone knows of Tomb Raider ever. And, we've always seen it in Tomb Raider 2. Let's see what's different here. Because, there is some small differences. For instance, there is a lot of fucking, like, branding around here, as you can tell. Like, the original did not have this much branding, let's just be honest.
It's the growth of the series, you know? They have to be corporate and, sponsorships and everything, you know?
Yeah, another thing is that this place feels kind of empty. Like, I just feel like it's really empty here. It doesn't look like...
Go ahead, take it. I'm recording. Yeah.
This is going to be a great recording. But yeah, it's very empty because it doesn't seem like there's much here. Like, in Tomb Raider 1, there was quite a bit of it. It was quite a bit of the level, but here there's just nothing.
Yeah, I noticed that, actually.
And...
Hey, this kind of reminds me of,
Yeah. Another thing...
This is not the same as Underground 2, isn't it, Dave?
No. Underground 2 had, like, an extra area that is not in this. See? It's in that wall.
Yeah.
By the way, this puddle, that puddle right there is actually smaller. It looks very small compared to the original version to me.
Yeah, I guess the thing is that PS2, you know, adds more, you know, graphical capabilities or whatever. So maybe it sort of seems that way because they put more detail into this version, you know. Yeah. So it's more obvious.
The final thing is, I actually thought, because there's like a door here, there was never a door in the original version. I thought that if I got into that little area, into that secret room gap, and I just went to the door, it might open something, but it doesn't. It's a red herring.
It does look a bit tempting to you know, burst through there. Like, remember what they did with Pro Skater HD? How they added that extra room in the hangar?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. But there's nothing else to explore for this place. It's just kind of disappointing. It's really empty and not that great. I mean, a lot of the iconic gaps are still here, including this one.
Yep.
Enjoyed the lip. Ha 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 ha. Really funny. But yeah, that's it for Warehouse. The next one is one that really hasn't been touched on in later games. Burnside.
Burnside, yes. Burnside to me is a really underrated level.
I think it's because it's very small and forgettable. Outside of the Neversoft eye pull there, it's just not that grand compared to many of the other places. I mean, if you want to be debatable, I mean, this is better than the first contest in the original game. This looks a lot better than that.
Yep.
But with the first contest, it was a lot more bigger and had a lot more to actually do. Here, it's very cramped up, though.
That's true. I think, I think what makes me like it the most is actually just that I always just enjoy looking at the background, you know, like just what was actually going on outside the track. I wish you know you could explore that, but yeah, but no, and I think I may have been this is secondary to, I think it's San Francisco. Yeah, that level to me is underrated.
Yeah. Also,
we'll get to that.
Some of the gaps are actually removed here for some reason. Like there's a gap up there what I was trying to do, but it just wouldn't happen. It's weird.
It's weird.
But yeah, that's it for Burnside, really. Also, I love how in this recording right now, your mic is just cutting up so much. It's just so good because it's like your videos lately. Anyway, Roswell's next, which...
Yeah, it's been weird, eh?
Yeah, Roswell's next, which I believe is the best one of these three. Because look at this fucking place.
This is cool.
Like, compared to the PS1 version, this is a fucking update.
Definitely.
Like, when you look at the other two, they just like, it looks like the same as the PS1 version, and maybe a like a few are moved or the background's better or whatever. But here, like it's so much fucking better. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really nice, and it's sort of
Oh, and here's my favorite area. This little spot here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you got
this.
your UFO, you got your tank that actually follows you, which is a nice touch. And of course, we got my favorite spot to completely and utterly break the contest by just grinding around here the entire time and getting the gaps and shit. Love the spot, even though the gap is a bit finicky here. See?
Full grind.
Not as, huge as it was before, where it gave me nothing but this gap twice a lot, but it's still here, it's still
Why are
great.
they giving you?
What?
Why are they not? Are they doing the levels in order or what? Because you have to skip
yeah.
to the last level.
Here is this right here, this nice little place here with the alien that I've never actually shown in the PS1 version, which was really bad of me.
You know what? It's because it looks even more disturbing in better graphics. you
Yeah.
know?
And
So it looks
also,
weird in
this little
PS1.
area over here, which if you look down, it's a fucking nuke. That's nice.
It's Hiroshima.
Seriously though, it's so much better than the PS1 version. I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And no, I haven't been missing anything because these are the only 3 levels of the Potomac Skater 1 levels in this game.
That was my question. Yeah, like are these the only levels that you get to do? So there's not a San Francisco.
No,
remake?
there's not. There's only
damn.
these 3, which is kind of lacking. But I can understand why, because I did this with the last game, where they had only like 3 levels with the original and the PC version.
Yeah.
And with that was Warehouse again, the first contest, and fuck, I'm trying to remember the other one. I think it was the second level of the game. Anyway, I'm actually going to turn on a few cheats like moon physics, which you obviously know what this does. It just makes you have gravity be turned off. You can just go really high. I tried to get out of the map by doing this, and it did work, but yeah. In the PS1 version, if you try to get out of the map, it pushes you back. Here it doesn't. It just lets you.
Oh.
So that's nice. But yeah, I actually tried to get over here, couldn't do it. So I then decided to turn on more cheats. In fact, this next cheat I'll be turning on is, well, always special, which you already know about, and super stats. Always special puts a special bar to full, but super stats, I think, doubles your stats. So you get
Yeah, so
higher,
more air, back
faster, your balance is better. It just doubles your stats, like an upgrade basically, but it makes it very overpowered. So
Yeah.
also, I actually did a little glitch here where I can see that little room there.
Ooh.
That's something. I do it again because I just really wanted to see that again. I don't even know what that room is. It's just a bunch of lights. You can't really see it any other way except for that. It's just weird. But yeah, that's it for this place, really. There's nothing else really to look at. We've seen everything. Which is kind of sad, really, because this is a really nice-looking place. But now it's time for the actual thing to see, the oil rig.
Oh yeah.
This is something you haven't seen before. This is an American Wasteland and shit. And already, I think you can see it's looking pretty familiar.
Wait, is it what level is it from? Is it from American Wasteland?
Yeah, it was at that one level where there was like a few missions there and such.
But isn't it like it wasn't American Wasteland like connected, by like one massive level? Was this like a connection or something?
This was a connection. This was a level you would go to from a boat to get to this place where you can get some parts from there for the place.
Oh, that's awesome! What a great callback.
And this is even, yeah, it is a great callback. But here's the thing, it's only in the Xbox version, this is.
Yeah, exactly. It's even more obscure callback than usual.
And it's basically nearly exact. There's a few parts missing and a few of the designs are different. But outside of that, it's like this place is near exactly the same as American Wasteland. And
See, I think with Wasteland, maybe they got a little bit lazy and they thought, what
Yeah.
can we reuse? And the thing is that a majority of fans have never actually played this because the Xbox is just one version.
Yeah.
It was definitely not the most popular version of the game.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they even
know.
keep the plane that is in that one mission when you jump over it.
yeah.
And the thing is, later on, I actually do attempt to jump over it. You know, bring a bit more homage into that game. But yeah, as you can see in the background, there's like a few ships. There's like this little town over there. It's like a really nice place. It's even a few gaps like this silo rail hop, which I fail in. And there's also this place, which doesn't have its ladder anymore, so I don't even know how you can get up here. There's another ship over there. It's very nice.
I like the skybox.
I know, that's what I was talking about. The skybox is actually pretty nice. There's also this place right here, this little area.
It's very realistic.
Little area right here. And it has a few spectators and this grind right here, which you can get dizzy in. And I got 2 spectator bonuses. Nice. Alright, I think it's time. I think it's time to do that jump. Might as well try it out. We need some cheats though, because it's way too big. So I need super stats and always special, and why not put in mute physics as well. Let's do this! Go for the jump! And oh shit!
That was close.
Oh shit, you just got chopped to shit, and again you got chopped to shit.
Oh.
Okay, one more try without doing the fucking fast plant. Nope, couldn't make it.
Yes, I think wouldn't a boneless be like a good idea?
Nah, the fast plant is the boneless. It's just weird. But yeah,
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah. But there are a few more cheats I want to check out. For instance, snowboard. It makes your controls like this.
Ah, very nice. I thought
And
it was
here's
gonna
the
turn
thing.
into like a snow.
Here's the thing. You know that surfer character, Kelly Slater, that's in this game?
Kelly Slater. Yeah.
If I wanted to, I could have played through the entire game as him with this cheat on. It would make sense now, wouldn't it?
Yes, it definitely would. I was gonna say Shaun White's snowboarding as well.
Yeah, that would be another reference, which is another game that these guys made, isn't it? Because, like, it's all advertised together with this.
Wait,
and,
what?
like,
Was it? Wait, you sure?
yeah,
Wait, Shaun, they did Shaun White. Wait.
yeah, because it's like, it's pretty much like got the same logo and shit, exactly with Kelly and such.
Let's have a look.
In fact, it was in that video where they were advertising for this game and such. It was actually one of the logos on there.
You've wait, I'll show you that you've got it mixed up. You're right, you're half right. Shaun
right?
White actually came out in 2008. It was released by Ubisoft Montreal.
Yeah.
But there was a snowboarding game, I believe, which I'm just gonna have a look now. Yes, it was. Was it maybe? Oh yeah, Sean Palmer, pro
That's it.
snowboarder.
That's it.
There we go. Yeah, yeah.
That's Sean. Anyway, perfect rail and perfect manual should be pretty obvious. It makes the bar just not move at all. That's about it. Nothing too great about it, but does make it very, very cheaty.
Yeah. Actually, just while you mentioned the different versions and stuff, did you do the PS2 version where there's actually a demo for Sean Palmer's snowboarding?
No, because I don't have it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Anyway, here comes giant mode.
Oh, Jesus.
And I also tried tiny mode, but it doesn't work when you have giant mode on.
I wonder why.
But yeah, let's try fucking playing this game with all these cheats on. Why not? Yeah, make it very playable. Let's
Keyword
retry.
big drip.
I actually tried to
course
go all the
it
way up
is.
from the starting point here and make like a jump right off into the abyss, but the thing is, I actually get pushed for no fucking reason when I try this. I actually get pushed back, and it makes
That's
a lot of
weird.
noise. It's weird. But yeah, I think that's enough of the giant, because... Also, it doesn't make
Yes.
any of the computer characters giant or tiny of these cheats on. It's just you. See, I turn off tiny mode, doesn't do shit. So I'm going to turn off giant mode and then turn on tiny mode.
Tiny mode, yeah.
Which,
Oh,
by the way, I think it actually makes you faster.
It does. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, because I actually went for the fucking plane jump with this shit on. All of this on with
Oh.
Tiny. I actually tried the plane jump, and believe it or not, I actually made it. You're about to see it right now. I actually made it as Tiny. Here we go.
Holy shit.
Here comes the
Wow.
big jump. Now, isn't that also a homage to fucking Underground, only not with the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's awesome. And what I was gonna say, to me, this is giving me memories, even though it's nothing like it. But I'm just thinking of the Toy Story skateboarding in a Disney Extreme. It's like this is what it would look like in reality.
here's
'cause the
first
toys are
person.
so small.
Oh, first person. This is fucking deteriorating. Like, I can't handle first person cheat.
Whoa, this is bizarre.
Yeah. And it's really awkward too, because when you bail, the camera actually doesn't move with you. It just stays still forward when you bail. It's really fucking awkward. But I guess it's supposed to give you like a simulated experience, what it's like to look for the eyes of a skater. But it's fucking weird, and I just can't handle it. Eventually I turn it off because I just get fucking sick watching this.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Look at
doesn't
this!
Work with this type of
Holy
game.
shit! I'd like to fucking throw up right there when I was spinning like that. I just had to shut it off. Oh, fuck. The final cheat, of course, is expert mode,
Oh, expert mode.
which I call simulation mode because it makes your stats about more shittier, but they do it because they want it to be more realistic, to give you a more simulated experience what it's really like to skate. So balance is harder, jumps are very small, everything's really fast, and gravity's really hard, you know.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it really realistic, which a lot of people, like, fuck with this game and call, like, Tony Hawk games shit because it's not realistic. But they tried. Like, with this cheat, they tried.
But the thing is like, you know, there's realistic games and there's arcade. This is in essence an arcade game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But then
that's
again, you
sort
got
of like,
assholes, like, saying, oh, this fucking game is shit, where's Skate 4? And it's just like,
yeah. It's like it's a great that there are games like Tony Hawk and Skate. You know, not one or the other, having both. You know, so people who like both can play both. You know.
But that is sadly it for the oil rig and for these cheats. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to the oil rig, because even though you can play in American Wasteland and such, unless you have the Xbox version, you're not gonna be able to play this, which is really sad.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's have one final moment with this plane on the sunset. Let's try to get a good image going. There we go. Lovely.
Is that gonna be a thumbnail? Or?
No, it's gonna be the loading screen. It always is. But that's it for the oil rig, and that would usually be it for this Let's Play, because we've seen all the levels now. There's nothing else to really see, right? Well, there is something else to see. What the fuck is this little thing between edit tricks and... No, I'm not kidding.
Good old Crystal Vision.
Yeah, we could try 2-player, but we can't. We could try the online, but we can't because it's Xbox. I'm using Xbox 60 on it. So there's only one last thing to do, and we always do this at the end. Park Editor. Look,
yes,
it's the
I remember
Xbox
this.
controls. That's something. But yeah, we did this last time. Might as well do it this time as well. Keep on the trend. As you can see, it's a lot different than the PS1 versions. It's actually a lot more updated.
Yes.
For instance, here's all the restarts. As you can see, they look a lot different, look a lot updated a bit. And here's how many you can have. That's a lot. And I'm just gonna erase all this shit because we want this. I want to point in all the stuff that you can add in though, because there's a few new things. And it's actually, I think, a little bit less in this version. But, yeah, you can, like, raise it and lower it, you know, all the stuff you can usually do. You can rotate. Doesn't actually tell you to rotate, though, which is weird. But, yeah, you can also put in gaps, as you can tell. You can just start a gap. I'll put it in soon. We can have the big objects, a sub-half pipe, which looks like that. And I can also go ahead and have a half pipe. I can go ahead and have an S-bowl. I can have the loop, which is nice. And I can have bleachers. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a gap. way gaps work is basically the same. You know, you make a gap, and you make that gap, and you know, you just move it around, then you can give it the name and the score. I'm gonna give it a random name. Let's see, just gonna delete for, oh, whoops. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete, and I'm gonna type
You're gonna
in
call it empty.
yeah. I'm gonna give it go, put in the space, go. Hopefully you can figure out what I'm typing in.
Go fish.
No, it's not over yet.
Her.
Go fish her. Comedy.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh,
set
man.
score, you can only go up to 2,000.
I think it's worth 2K.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think there was more points you can put in for a gap in the other version of this game. Even though it was basically the Turbo Skater 2 version of it.
Right.
Anyway, here's all the other stuff you can put down. You can put in these bowls, including the Clover Bowl.
Can you put a bowl within a bowl?
No, I'm sorry. You can put in trailers, which is new.
Oh, I'm getting School 2 vibes from this.
You can put in the fun box like the Tokyo Mega, the low wall in Tokyo, the one in Rio, the Rio Quick Box, the SI Multi-Step, which I believe is the Skater Island, the wall box, Suburbia's rail box, Suburbia's hump, Suburbia's box, and that's about it for the fun boxes. You can also have generic fun boxes.
Level.
Yeah, all the generic stuff, like all your longs, your octagons, your highs. You can get very high, and you can get very high for very long. And you also have your benches, which is your tables, like your corner tables, your little table benches, your tables on dumpsters, all the stuff that you already know. You can put on your walls from your high ends, your low connectors. And you can also put in the next thing, which is quarter pipes, which are called QPs. And you already know about all of these. They're all pretty much the same quarter pipes you all know and love. And they're all pretty nice, as you can tell. All your highs, all your 8 feet, all your Rollins actually, which I believe are new Rollins. You go all the way to 16 feet. Then you have the next one, quarter pipes of rails, which do not have Rollins, sadly, but hey, we just got this. We even have them going inside the pipe.
You're saying Seth Rollins. Like we got these Seth Rollins,
and we got all the pools with the diving platform. In fact,
oh, man.
That's nice, and diving blocks.
Right. Can you climb that thing? No.
Nah. And then you got your rails, you know, all to your little corners and such. Nice. And you got your side rails. Gotta have them. You gotta have rails. That's very nice. Get all that out of the way. And then you have your slopes. Pretty much the same as always. You got your corner slopes. You got your pyramid slopes. You got your high and your lows. You got your longs and your shorts. It's very nice. You got your slopes of rails. Then we got our stairs. You know, all the good stuff, the stairs, which are pretty much pointless. And your stairs of rails, which are useful. And you got your vegetation, which is your tree planter, your bush, and your other bush. And you got the mist. There's the dumpster, the corner dumpster, the fountain, and then your punji pit, your lava, and your water. Gotta put it right at the start, because I'm a dick. And let's fuck it. Go for it. Let's actually test this out.
Yeah, I was going to say we have to do that.
Yeah.
It's a must.
And it takes me a while because, you know, I'm playing this on the Xbox 6. There's going to be some lag. And look, here it is. All the stuff. I'm going to fall right into this. You got shafted. Go in the lava. I'll take mine well done and go in the water. All wet.
My God.
And let's go ahead and try that gap I made. Go Fisher. There we go. Wasn't how I was supposed to do it, but fuck it. Go ahead. Do it. We're good. We're good. We're done. We've done everything. Here's all the stuff as we're skating around. Good stuff. Here's the trailers. They're new here. I don't think they're ever put it into later games. I think they might have been. I don't know. And here's all the stuff.
There's so
from
much
the
potential here. It's like if only we had the time to really construct something.
But don't worry.
It's just
even though we don't have the time to construct something, And even though construction stuff is kind of pointless because we can't really share these levels online and such, which is really sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We can actually play some pre-made levels by the creators. But first, let's check out the themes. We already know we have this little theme here, which I believe is school. You know, you got all this shit. Very nice. Very nice. Well, let's go to the next one, which is called Indoor. What do you think Indoor would look like? Will look like this.
I like it.
It's very nice.
So this is a default level, right? No, this is the same thing. This is your
Yeah, it's the same thing, except
level,
it's got
just,
this new theme here.
Yeah,
It doesn't affect any of this stuff. It only affects the background, though.
Yeah, so none of the items actually move.
Yeah. And then you got the beach, which is actually the area that the tutorials was in. So yeah, this is a tutorial level. The fucking theme for the tutorials.
Awesome.
As you can see, there's a lot to view. There's like this little hotel here. There's quite a few trees. There's even a few little bleachers there and such. It's nice. It's nice. A few little change rooms. Got that giant ocean. Very nice. But now it's time to clear the map. And by the way, this is how you can increase your sizes. So, why not? Let's go 80 by 60. Nice. But, enough fucking around for sizes and such. It's now time for the pre-made parks, which is actually new. There's some new ones here. For instance, we have some sequels like DDD2 and Chicken's Coop 2 and such. All the stuff we've seen in Twin Skater 2 and such, but they're now new versions, updated versions. But we got some new ones, like this one right here.
Ooh.
This looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
There's a few gaps here as well. I'm not going to bother checking them out like last time because there's no fucking point. But yeah, it's very nice, as you can tell. So yeah, and by the way, it's called Cleanse. How nice. Cleanse what though? And Blisters. Great names. That's it for that one. Then we got Pro Spots Check, I believe.
Are there more in this game than there was in the previous
Actually,
Let's Play
I think there's less in this one.
Oh, there were a shitload in the other one. Like,
Yeah,
that was
but in
kind of
this one,
ridiculous.
I think they've actually lessened from here. I don't think there's as many as there were before. There are sequels to a few of them, but there are a lot new ones, like Lava Park here, which is alright. I like this little lava line here. That's nice.
It feels like a 3D platformer rather than a skating game.
Yeah.
You know, like with all the lava.
Yeah, but it is made by like various people who made this game, so it's very nice. Then we got DD2. We already seen DDT1, so let's see what DDT2 looks like.
Yeah.
It looks very much like the first one.
That's cool though.
Yeah, it is.
Good idea, actually having like a line like that. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, the 80 by fucking what was it, 6 or 8? It's very nice. Makes very useful for like a race if you wanted to do one, but of course
That's exactly. I was
race.
never thinking about. I was always just thinking, yeah, here's your third. You know, here's your 80 by 80 thing. Why don't you make it like a skinnier one? You know, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Here's Skills Lab. Great fucking name for this place. It's not even that great, really. It's like, Then you got Pit of Death 2. We've seen the Pit of Death 1 before. Let's have a look at this one. Let me guess. It's going to have a Pit of Death. Yep, there's a Pit of Death. There's another one over there. So there's your Pit of Deaths. At least it stays true to its namesake. This one's kind of... there's a lot of bland ones.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at all of them, though. Look like a gunshot. I think it says gunshot. Oh. Oh, this looks nice. A fucking whole wall of goddamn spikes. That's nice. That's nice. You can't go out of bounds. That's nice. Let's go ahead and maybe look at one more, I guess. Let's look at Chicken's Coop 2. We already seen the first one, I think. Might as well look at the sequel. Looks like this. Very fucking bland.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bland ones, which I think is sad because there's not much you can really do with this little mode here of creating parks. I mean, some of these look cool, but it becomes bland eventually.
Yeah.
And the last one, 100 Large Park. What the fuck is this about? 100 Large Park. Oh, this is fucking bland as well. Come on. With a name like 100 Large Park, you gotta expect something like, holy fucking shit about this, but this is just sad.
They need more terrain, like sinking, like not just a flat, flat land.
Yeah, but
but like, yeah.
I mean, look at this. Noel's Excavation, great
Oh, here we
name.
go.
Glenn's Love Grotto. Stalin's Wild Ride. Like, holy shit, some of these names are fucking crazy, but a lot of them are fucking bland parks. Which is disappointing to me. Got these fucking fantastic names, but just disappointing parks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is literally it. So, all that's left is checking out the credits. So, yeah, why not? Might as well talk about, while we're watching these guys do their thing, with the Spider-Man there. By the way, Spider-Man was in the last game. He's not in this, though. Wolverine takes his place, which is very sad. But, yeah. I must give my opinion on this game. I actually thought this version of the game was actually really good.
Yeah?
It was very different from the PS1 version, that's for sure. There's a lot of goals I've never done before. There's the fact that we had levels like the, that fucking ship place. I forgot the name of it. And of course the oil rig. Yeah. And of course the oil rig, which was very nice, even though it was exclusive. And, yeah, I just found it, like, I think this is actually the best version of Tomb Raider 3, in my opinion. Because it has the most out of all of them. And it definitely has, like, a lot of love put into it, considering this was made by Neversoft. And all the others, I think, were just ports by other developers.
Yes, yes. Like the PS1, and same with, Pro Skater 4 on PS1 as well.
Yeah, but this had a lot of love, and I can tell from it, because, like, Oil Rig was really good. There was some really good levels here. A lot of the redesigns from the PS1 version, really nice. Some of them I thought were better than the PS1 version, and some I thought the PS1 version did better.
Right, so what do you think the PS1 did better then?
For instance, Foundry.
Okay.
I thought, like, Foundry, it looked alright, but I honestly think with Foundry there was a lot more, like, skillful things you can do there. Like, there was a lot more kind of unique with it.
Okay. Interesting.
And, Rio, like, I think Rio on the PS1 version was definitely better, because its secret area was a lot more bigger and better than the one in the, in this version. And not only that, this version's Rio was kind of lacking, actually. Like, I thought there was a lot more in the PS1 version. So there was some things the PS1 version did better than this version that Neversoft made. That's something. That shows how much that was great about Shabba Games when they made that.
Yeah. Did they do much else? Or?
I don't think so. I think they did. I don't know. But, yeah, with this version, I really liked it. I enjoyed this very much. Especially since I didn't have to deal with the fucking gaps, that's for sure. And the PS1 version I did. Here, though, gaps did not matter. I can just go through the goals, and that's it. And
God, I still remember Skater Heaven.
yeah, Skater Heaven was a lot of fun. But, yeah, this one did have some good moments. And, yeah, there's the trade show footage there. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this game. Had a lot of fun with it. And, I'm going to miss it a bit. But we do have to move on to a different version of this game, which is the GBA version, so, And there's our president of Neversoft. And, there's a band. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this?
This would have been the best. I was going to say, this would have been one of the best companies to work at in the 90s and early 2000s,
Oh, fuck yeah.
seriously. Like, what were you saying, sorry?
What do you think of this game? Because you played the PS2 version.
Yeah, well, PS2 version, very, very similar to the PS. I played the PC version, actually. Very, very similar to this version, graphically and stuff like that.
Yeah, but of course it had a few things missing. You also had the Doom guy in your version.
I did, yeah. I never played him, but yeah, I did. Yeah,
Jesus
and
Christ.
like, I thought, like when I originally did my LP for this game, holy shit, was I frustrated in some of those earlier parts. Like, it'd been after I played Underground, and Underground, in my opinion, has the most fluid controls in the
Yeah.
series. So going back to 3 was like really sort of frustrating, and I was like failing all the time, and oh yeah, it was stressful. But then eventually it like really started to grow on me, and by the time I got to Los Angeles, I thought, yeah, this is a pretty damn brilliant game. Like it just took me a little bit to get used to it sometimes, but there's some really nice levels. Like Suburbia is like this sort of very creative level idea. You know, Tokyo, and that. It's a good game. It's a good game,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And do I prefer it to 4? That's something that remains to be seen as of yet, because I'll be doing an LP of 4 soon,
Yeah, and
as
I'll be
will
doing
you be.
LPO4 as well pretty soon,
So
considering the marathon and such.
yeah, it
But
should be
if you want
interesting.
my opinion, I think 4 is better than this. And
Yeah, I
when
think
I
so
do
too.
4, you'll
Yeah,
find out why. But for now, I'm keeping it like I just like 4 a lot more than this game. And we'll just leave
yeah.
it at
I
that
think
for
if I
now.
had to pick, I'd say 4, but I haven't played enough of 4 yet to truly.
Well,
Yeah,
I've played it to completion, so, I've got my experience.
yeah, yeah.
Again, I like this game, and I can see why people will call it their favorites of the series. But personally, Persona Skater 4 was the better one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the credits is near its end. Sooner we're gonna have like a little advertisement for the soundtrack of this, which included a few more little clips, which I think are already on the internet. I think if you look it up, you can actually find it. By the way, here's Tony like having a bit of a bitch about being punched,
Oh, this is great.
and there was even a birthday during this. That's nice.
See, this is the advantage of having more space on the disc than a PS1. They wouldn't be able to put as much of this stuff.
Yeah. And here comes the ad, which I had to block the music for, because, copyright.
Yeah, fuck that bullshit.
But yeah, I just want to give you a big thanks to all the people who have let me use their music from Newgrounds and such. You guys, your music's really good. I like to thank you for letting me use it. And I hope you guys do really well in the future with your music careers, because you guys are really good. And you deserve the publicity as much as possible.
Yeah, props, fellas.
Like, it was either going to be this or listen to Alien Ant Farm and shit. And even though I love Kai, like, some of these are not really good songs. And I prefer the shit I picked. And I prefer the songs you guys made. So, thank you very much for letting me use your songs. And thank you very much for letting the LP of this game be very lively. Especially for the PS1 version. So, yeah, that is it for the Xbox version. Like, next time is going to be the Game Boy Advance version, which is very different from this one, obviously.
Yeah, is it going to be better than Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy?
Well, that's
Well, I hope
debatable.
so.
I haven't played it yet, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Because I've
well,
seen
I
the
hope
maps,
so.
and they're fucking... Oh, boy. But,
Actually, before we go, I actually did play a Tony Hawk's GBA game. You know what it was?
what?
It was Underground 2 for the
Really?
GBA. Yeah, so maybe if you do that game, well, have me on, because this could be a nostalgia trip. But
Yeah.
yes, until then, we shall see you later.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to thank you, Chris Fisher, for being in this last part to experience the ending. It was very magical.
I am glad to be here. And yeah, of course, Zindictive will be back with more Tony Hawks in the
Yep.
near future after a while.
So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.